and a very warm welcome to our today's discussion. Today, it's the Leadership Talk, and I'm your host, Kalichi Masi, and today's topic is quite thrilling. I'm so sure you're going to be bubbling with comments and questions just in our social platforms, and we are yearning to have that. So we'll be discussing about potential in leadership. Quite exciting, right? So in our studios, we are having our very own CEO and the founder of MindLab Inc., where we transform minds into agents of change. And here we are, Dr. Rwakiseta. How are you?
I'm okay, merci.
Nice to see you again.
Pleasure, bubbling, making my life better each and every day.
That's awesome. Of course, that's what everyone is up to.
Sure.
So I was wondering with this aspect of leadership, and you know, leadership is very interesting because from our last talk, we actually narrowed down and said that leadership starts with me.
Sure.
And starts with you. So this aspect of potential, I'm so sure you've come across people who tell you, I think you really can't execute this. So,
you don't have potential.
Yeah, you don't have the potential to really do this. Let someone else do it. So would you please just briefly tell us what does it really mean, the word potential, inclined to leadership?
Okay, now potential, let's look at potential as you said. You know, the death of a seed is the birth of a forest or of a tree. And the death of a caterpillar
it's the birth of a butterfly.
So when somebody tells you potential, potential is the ability that you've not yet exploited. It's that thing that you've not yet brought up, that you've not yet manifested, that you've not yet done. So it is an exploited ability within you that you've not yet brought forth for us to see, for us to benefit, for us to enjoy. Now, when you get to Genesis, you find that the Lord tells us that be fruitful, subdue, increase. Now, that is a command that tells us to be fruitful, to exploit our potential.
There's some action
yes.
being given into the whole instruction part of it.
Yeah, there's some action, and he cannot command you to do something that he knows you do not have within you. So he never hid our potentials far away from us. He put them within us. So potential comes from the inside of you, then you manifest it outside. So that ability is what you bring out. That ability is what you manifest, and we to enjoy. Sometimes it's not all about you. Actually, your potential is not your potential. Now, look at this in this way. Your potential is not meant for you. When I get an avocado seed,
yes,
and I place it on the table, or I place it on this floor here, even if it takes 2-3 years, it will never manifest. And whoever will look at that seed, he will look at it as a waste. However, when I get the avocado seed, and I take it and put it in the ground, in the soil, I fertilize it, I water it, it will bring forth a tree.
Wow, that is interesting.
What tree will bring forth an avocado
the fruits.
Now, the death of that seed is the growth of that tree. And which tree brings out the avocado? Now, the tree itself does not enjoy the benefits. It does the hard work. It survives the hot environment, the rains, the strong winds. But it keeps growing so that it can bring forth, so that it can manifest, so that it can bring that ability within it, which is the fruit for us to enjoy. And who enjoys the fruit? You and me. So the tree itself just brings it up. So our ability is not meant for us. Our ability is meant for those that are around us. It's meant for our generations. So once you die without bringing forth that fruit,
it's a total waste.
You are a generational thief, because you've cheated the next generation of that fruit that they're meant to enjoy.
That's a big word, a generational thief. I don't want to be one.
Then you have to manifest that you already have within you for us to enjoy.
So mentioning that the manifesting and giving the example of an avocado seed being placed somewhere like just on the floor, it becomes a total waste. Are there instances that we really don't know our potentials?
Yeah, many of us do not know what we're capable of doing. And we are doing things that are not meant for us. That is why we are not fulfilled. That's why we are stressed. That's why we are, doing this and that, jack of all trades and master of nothing, and that really affects us. The World Health Organization had came up with statistics in 2014 that said 70% of our hospital visits are a result of stress. So we often go to the hospitals just because of stress. And where does that stress come from? Because we are doing things that are not fulfilling, that do not match with our ability, that do not match with our potential. Now, we find that most governments or most nations today have so many laws. Some have come to set up laws against abortion.
Yes.
But remember, abortion is the termination of something inside.
Yes.
You're pregnant of something, then you terminate it from inside. But I'll be very much inclined and very much excited when our countries come up with a law that stops or that deters people from aborting their ideas. Because you and me have aborted. We have aborted. Imagine how many ideas you come across.
You just put
Imagine
into
how
waste.
many ideas that you get into your head. Imagine those books you want to write, those things that you want to sell, those things that you want to do, but you've not done them. That is literally abortion. Abortion of what? Of ideas in your heads. So we move while aborting every time,
Wow.
ideas. Just because
that is so scary, my friend.
Just that we can't see it, but deep inside, we know.
We literally are doing it every time.
Yes. Imagine how many things you've thought of doing, but you've never stepped forth to do them.
Wow. You don't even want to go there.
So every day you write something, and you're like, I think I'll do it. But a week comes, a month comes, a year goes, you haven't done it. Every beginning of every year, many of us, average 80 people,
we are always there.
Resolutions, New Year resolutions.
Yes.
But if we can go out and do a research and ask people, how far have you gone with those resolutions that you made in January, you'll find literally none has stepped in.
Actually, mentioning of resolutions now, I really want to throw this at our audience. It's actually at the mid of the year. So, how much have you aborted? And how much potential have you just kept somewhere in store? Please get us on our social platforms. Give us the feedback as we continue with our discussion. So, like saying that we really abort ideas, and basically that is the factory that we manufacture all these. So would it be right to say that the mind is actually the whole source of the potential thing that we will be having?
Yes, Mercy, what you're saying is very true. The mind is the potential. Remember, the mind does not have limitations.
Yes.
But now, our minds are like a garden, which we sow, which we plant, which we gardening for fruits to manifest. Now, once you plant a seed, you never go and come back to expect it to bear fruits. No. I normally see some of my farmer friends, what they do when they plant, they know when to plant the seed, what season to plant the seed.
How to plant it.
How to plant it. Now, when you leave the garden, now, the weeds will take up that you've planted. If you leave the garden, the pests will take up, will eat up that you've planted. If you leave the garden, the birds themselves will come and pick on those seeds that you've planted.
True.
So it takes hard work. You have actually rice planting or rice farming. It is the most intensive labor-intensive activity in agriculture. When you look at these Philippines, look at the Chinese, look at those countries that Indonesia that rely on rice, or that plant rice as their chief economic cash crop. Intensive labor is required for those farmers. Now, why is it intensive? You have to narrow down the water vessels. You have to control the water. You have to chase away the birds. You have,
I think I need to visit one of the plantations.
It's really intensive, even when you just look at them doing it. So that is what happens with our minds. That's what happens with our ideas. That's what happens with our potential. You need to nurture it. You need to water it. You need to fertilize it for it to manifest. And that happens in your head. Now, once whatever you bring out in the physical world is what is happening in your head. You know, we shall know you by your fruits.
It's actually a mirror of what is going on.
Inside you.
Yes.
Yes. So that's why they say we shall know you by the fruits, because that's what you bear.
You bear.
If I'm to tell you to walk from here to maybe town, you may not know how many avocado trees are along that road. However, when it is an avocado season, you definitely know, because you're attracted to the avocado.
You even start salivating on the way.
So as you salivate, that tree brought out its potential. But before it brought out its potential, nobody took note of it. And that happens with us as well. Henry Ford said, he said that choose your friends who make the best out of you.
Yeah.
What did it literally mean? That bring out your potential, that help you manifest.
But they actually manure and fertilize that which you already have.
Because there are three types of friends. We have those that add to you, we have those that subtract you, and those that multiply you. So in life, we need only two friends that multiply you and add you, so that you can be able to bring forth that seed, that fruit within you for everybody to enjoy.
I think we also need these people who subtract. There should be the people who weed this.
No, actually, the people who weed take away your ability, take away your potential.
Okay.
They steal it. They are the birds, they are the insects, they are the rains, that heavy rains.
So they're subtracting the positives that I should be having.
They subtract your idea.
No, I don't want them. Those ones, I don't want them. So actually, as you're talking about the rice plantation, I just remembered something about the Chinese bamboo tree. I just read about this and it was blown out, because they were explaining that actually a farmer goes out in the fields and they plant the seed, but it doesn't come out for 5 good years. There's nothing, but the farmer has this hope. They just keep on going to water the farm. And right after 5 years, guess what? We have a whole tree and it's ready after like some months. It's ready for harvesting. So I really found this type of plant so awesome, so unique. So talking of the bamboo tree, are there aspects in the line of potential leadership that we really have this discouragement? You really know that I can do this, but it gets to a point like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to pursue this. Do we have such instances?
Yeah. When you look at successful people,
yes,
you often find that it's not that they started with. They started with so many things.
Yeah.
They were jack of all trades. But later, they realized what exactly they wanted. You may be having an idea, but once it comes to time of manifesting it, you find it doesn't flow with your potential. You find that it doesn't suit. It does not give you this feeling that you have to get up every morning to go and work upon towards. Or once even you start, you feel it's not really what you really want. It's not giving you the courage. It's not coming out. Then
yes.
you deteriorate. You jump on something else. By the time you realize what you really want, you've gone through a chain of them. And once you listen to them speak, the successful people, those that have made it, you find that they have done so many things, but it tells you, this was my turning point. When I started this, then I realized who I was. So you cannot exploit your potential unless you have tried out so many things. Because whatever you may try out may not work out as how you may think. So when you get to the field and start working on those ideas that you already have, some may not work out, but some may be attracted. You know, once you start doing something, the whole universe, if it is in your line, starts supporting you. It comes on your side. You know, you start meeting these people that you share the same ideas, you share the same ideology, you share the same vision and mindset. But you cannot get these people unless you have started. Now, it's like when you're interested in maybe engineering, you know, You start going on internet. You start surfing about engineering. You start reading books about engineering. And all of a sudden, you start finding so many things about engineering coming your way than before when you had not yet started doing it.
You actually, the interest keeps on giving you more.
Yes, it gives you more, and the more you also increase, the more you develop the desires. But the biggest challenge you have is starting.
This first step.
We always postponed. I want it when it is better. I'll do it when I get the money. I'll do it when I get the people. I'll do it, you know, it's always I will, I will. We often have 10,000 reasons as not to do something. But we fail to get the one reason
why you should
to
go
step
for it.
forth and go for it. So for you to open your potential, and once you open up your potential, people get attracted to you. People tend to come to benefit from your potential, to benefit from your ability, because that is the value. You know? We don't follow people because of who they are. Like my followers, my followers, those that have the same mindset, those that have the same vision, the same purpose, the same, you know, come because there is something of value that I'm trying to add to them. So why? Because I discovered who I was. I transformed my mind, and therefore I became an agent of change. So once you transform your mind, you become an agent of change. And those that come to you also will transform and be an agent of change. But here in our societies today, people come for the wrong reasons. There are those that just come to listen and watch, attracted to whatever is taking place. And there are those that come to get value, to get the message, to get that you're passing on, so that even them, they can open up. Even them, they can blossom and benefit. Look at the type, when Jesus was starting his ministry, you know, it was a very difficult time. People did not know Christ. People did not have the religion. People did not have the belief within them. So whenever he started talking, because of the miracles he was performing, people started following him. Many did not follow him because...
to what is he doing today? I heard he did this yesterday. You said, what does he have for us today?
And because he never performed a miracle twice, you know, that itself was persuasive. That itself was attracting people. So many who came did not come to receive him as their Lord and personal Savior. They just came to see the miracles.
To be the onlookers.
To be the onlookers. But remember, he was doing it, he was exploiting his talent. He was exploiting his purpose and potential. Now, what he did, after he realized that many people were just coming for the sake, that's when he started to use parables. What is a parable? A parable comes from a Greek word called parabol. Parabol is to place aside. You know, if I have a glass of water and I place another glass of water aside, then it's literally, that's the literal meaning, to place aside something. So he started preaching.
Using parables.
Using parables to place aside.
To distinguish.
To distinguish the truth seekers and the curious seekers. Those that just come to, you know. So those that were more interested will get back to him and ask him, okay, those are the...
What does this really mean?
Yes, you told us the story of the sower. Actually, that's the only story that Jesus explained in person. You know, the story of the sower to
the audience.
The audience. And once you get to learn the story of the sower, you find it's related to potential. You know, those that fell, the seeds that fell on the thorny tree.
On the rocky side.
On the rocky side, they did not
pathways.
grow. Those that were taken, you know, it brings out your potential. You know, at times you start on something, but the birds come and pick it up.
You're like, wait,
come and pick
sometimes I started this, what happened?
What happened? Or you start something that you're not meant to be doing, then the idea dies like the one that goes on the floor. You never exploit that that was inside you. Now, the funniest thing about potential is that when you do that you're meant to do, it ceases to be your potential.
What does it become?
Now, it's gone. It's gone. If I say I have a potential of playing football, when you tell me, but Herbert, I think you have a potential of playing football. Why don't you start off playing football? The moment I start playing football, my potential ceases. Why? Because potential is that you've not yet brought forth. Now, once I start doing it, now it
becomes something different.
Yes, but there is a catch that many of us fall back onto. We rely most on what we have already done and forget what we're intending to do in the
past legacies.
So the past legacy. Now you start your past success. You start celebrating your past success. It's gone. Think about something different. Think about something good. Think about something better than what you've already achieved. Now, when you do the potential, it ceases to be. Jump on something else. That is why, if you read the book of Michelle Obama, Becoming, she tells you life is infinite. You know?
Sure.
You start on something, once you achieve it, it ceases
Move
to
on.
be. Move on. But where are you moving? That means you're going to develop
something different.
Yes, idea, a new potential, a new vision. So that's how life is. You
so
keep
it's
grading and grading.
the whole thing about potential, I think I'm getting it right. It's the stored energy. The
Yes.
moment that you bring it out in the field, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's already used.
Yes.
You need more energy to
Yes.
propel you up there.
Yes.
So this is really interesting. And now that we talked about, we now know we are getting deep into we're really diving into the deep waters of potential, and I'm liking it. And I hope our viewers really are liking it, aren't you? So, are there aspects that we can really boost our potential? How
Yes.
could we boost our potentials?
Now, how you can boost your potential, as you already said, the story of the Chinese bamboo tree.
Uh-huh.
It was 5 years, that takes 5 years.
Yes.
Now, there is a funny story about that story that I had already read the story of the Chinese bamboo tree, but another person twisted it and it gave more meaning.
Okay.
It's like, as you plant the tree, people will laugh at you. People will disguise you. People will say whatever they have to say. As you get up every morning, watering, nurturing, manuring, fertilizing, weeding, they see nothing. But you know what is there. You are working. It's never a walk in the park. You know, you have to do it intensively for you to have the results. But in that article, he said, when does the bamboo tree grow? Exactly. Does it grow? That's 5 years down, or the 1 year when up? Because once it blossoms up, it comes up.
Yeah,
it goes 90 feet tall.
Exactly.
In less than even a year. So his question was, when does it grow? And when you get it literally and have a twist on it, you find that the bamboo tree grows in the 5 years that you spend watering, nurturing, fertilizing. Why? Because it knows its
rooting
yes.
system.
It knows it's going to grow 90 feet in less than a year.
It has to have a great
it
foundation.
has to have a great foundation. So that foundation is done when people do not see you. You know? Remember, they tell us in the Bible that what you do
in
secret will manifest in light.
Yeah.
So that you do, people they'll see you.
They won't get the meaning of the whole thing.
They won't get it.
Why is this guy always busy? What is he busy with?
Attending Mind Lab events, going to watching Mind Lab, following Mind Lab, doing Mind Lab.
We are not seeing,
We're not seeing anything.
Anything.
But the time he gets up, is off the hook. Everybody's like, wow, and they want to be just like. But they forget the 5 years that
they
you
were
spent.
like, what happened to this person? It's just yesterday he was working.
He was working, but they don't know that you were working towards your potential. You are working towards your ability to bring it out so that people can benefit from it. So that you can help those that are around you and everybody. So the 5 years that you take is the hard time. If we are relating it to the bamboo tree, that is when you holding yourself, you're squeezing yourself,
corner.
So that by the time you get up, you're ready to stand.
You're ready to fly.
You're ready to fly. But we often want to take the shortcuts. You know, the man at the mountaintop did not walk there. He did the hard work. He struggled. He sweated. He had to go through.
He didn't get some kind of lift.
Never. He wasn't dropped there by aeroplane or something, or parachute, or never. He walked and got there. And that is where the beauty is. That's when you can stand and tell somebody, this is how far I've come. Look at most of the motivational speakers. What do they talk about? Their own life, where they have come from, what they have gone through to be what they are. And that is the beauty of success. And that is the beauty when you bring out your ability, when you bring out your potential, when you bring out that is trapped within you, that seed, and then serve it out for others to enjoy. It's never your seed.
Sure.
Never. It's for the rest of the people that are around you. It's for the communities. It's for the nation. And far past the country that you live in.
This is pretty awesome, and it just blows me away. And I just need to back up something that you said, that the moment you just unleash your potential, it ceases from being a potential anymore. Sure. And actually, it's pushing you. It's a wake-up call that, yeah, you need to do something. There's an example of the retired president of the United States, Barack Obama. All over, it was the president, but right now, he got to do something different. I was watching Trevor Noah's show, and Trevor was making a joke of it. It's just the other day that we were inaugurating Barack Obama, but now he's actually advertising that he's going to start his podcast. So he's actually asking people, hey, yo, subscribe to... you see, now his potential of being a leader in this aspect, a political leader for this great nation, it's ceased, and he can't just stay there living the legacy, like you said. So it's a great challenge to us, to everyone, to get to know that ideally it does not just take you this small time for you to stagnate. There's no point of stagnating. So please, just before we wind up our show, could you please talk to our viewers and give them just one tip as they're going to be following us in the social medias?
Okay, what I would like to share with our viewers that follow us, MindLab Inc., where we help you transform minds into agents of change. You too are a candidate to make change in your area of gifting. How to do it is you need to step forth. If it is a dream that you've gotten and you feel so passionate about it, if it is a vision that you've gotten that you feel so passionate about it, if it is an idea that you've gotten, even somebody has told you, get out, speak it out. Because once you speak it up, you create accountability of those people that are around you. And once those people are accountable for you, then you end up trying to do what you have to do to prove them that you're right in what you told them. And this is more easier when you get friends, associates, your inner circle. These all great leaders had inner circles. Look at Jesus. Look at Obama himself. He had his inner circle. Look at... all these great men have their inner circles, those people that support them, those people that make them exploit their talent or unleash that they have within you. And once you do that, do not be afraid of anything. People will come looking for that fruit that you've manifested, looking for that fruit that you've brought forth to do. So many of us are trapped in the idea of wanting the money first. But the money is just as a result of people enjoying the fruit. So be a person of value. When you become a person of value in that area of gifting, then everything will be fine. And tomorrow will make our world a better place. And you too will become an agent of change in your area of gifting.
Thank you very much, Dr. It's I'll never cease saying this. It's always a privilege having you in studios.
Yeah, thank
and
you,
as I always ask, don't get tired.
Absolutely.
We need to hear this.
Set the ball rolling.
Sure. And guess what? We have some good news from the MindLab Inc. We are having evening sessions just for you. And this is for us to freshen up, be relieved, and have fun. So every Saturday, yes, on Saturday?
Yes.
And Saturdays, we are having events going down. And you don't want to miss this. At Zingama, right?
No, it's Soul Cafe, opposite Zingama.
Oh, nice. You had it from the pioneer. You can hook us up, definitely on our social platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. It's happening. So let's do this. MindLab Inc. is the thing where we transform minds into agents of change, and you don't want to be left behind. It has been good having you in today's show. So keep the comments coming, keep the questions coming. And I know that our CEO has some information for us. There's something cooking. It's pretty awesome. Please talk to us about the motivational evenings that are going down.
Yeah, I would like to invite all our viewers to come and attend our motivational evenings. They happen on Saturday from 6 to 8 at Soul Cafe on Zigama Road, just opposite. It's Street 18. You'll find the posters there. Please come, because motivational evening, what we do, we help motivate you. You've had a whole day. And our areas of focus is business, leadership, and life relationships. So we want to reduce that stress. We want to set you free. We want to help you start the next day better than you did before, because what you did before ceases to become your potential. So we look at how we can help you start your day tomorrow lovely, kicking, and ready to blossom in all your endeavors, in all your jobs, and in all that you plan to bring forth for us to enjoy. So come, be part of the movement, because we are transforming, and you as well will transform those that you've left home, or those that are your friends, or those that you talk to. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is powerful. So do you want to be an agent of change? Do you want to step a notch higher? I want to. Please join me as we go for these motivational evenings. So see you then, and have a great time. Bye-bye.